What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I know it's been a few days since we uploaded the last work vlog over at my buddy Aaron's house, and well, today's gonna be officially day 3, but there was a day that we kind of went in there after we got some other work done, so day 2 did happen. But we got to his job late that day, so we didn't have a whole lot of time to get a lot done. But while we make our way over there this morning, let's cut to a couple of clips of day 2. So not a whole lot has changed since we left off the other day. Aaron ripped out his little patio that he had built because it's actually going to be a garage going in right here. Over here is like a little carport. And then coming down, you can kind of see just how much dirt we had to dig out down here. And this gives you a good look at what the batter boards are for. You can see all the string lines that are up right now. And basically what these are denoting is, I'll show you guys on the plans here, where all of the walls are going to go, because there are CMU walls or concrete block walls that are going to be spanning the perimeter of this property, because like I said earlier, it is a raised foundation. So this will all be crawl space in the middle. And I know the lighting is weird, so hopefully this shows up on camera well, but this shows you guys kind of the new layout of the property. You can see this super sweet parking spot right here. 9'6" wide. Yeah, that's gonna be fun to ever open your door out of. The reason that's there, obviously, is they're building 2 units here. And to do that, you need a certain amount of off-street parking as per required by the city. So that's why you'll see a lot of places that build just super ridiculously small, useless parking spots, but that meets their city requirements and allows them to build. So we'll look at the foundation page right here, which is this is everything that we're laying out right now, is all of the footings for these CMU or concrete block walls, and the string lines denote where walls are. There's jogs and stuff like that. So basically, just for reference, like this wall right here is this pink string line right there. Then it jogs over and we have this wall right here, which is the yellow string line, and then from there we plumb down, and that gives us our 16-inch wide footing, which is all marked out right here in spray paint. So we're going to go through, mark all of these footings, and then essentially dig our way out from the inside on out that way. And Mesquite's working hard over here. What are you doing, Mesquite? Come on, bro. Oh, jeez, wow, watch your head. Easy money, Mesquite?
Oh, yeah.
Easy. Always easy money.
When you're working with Ryan, yeah, easy money.
When you're working with Poppy,
What, Charlie?
Come on, Poppy.
She...
So all the footings are marked out, and first thing we got to do is swap out our bucket, because obviously we're running a 24-inch bucket on there right now to move the majority of the digging that we did here, but these footings are only 16 inches wide by 18 inches deep. So we've got our 16-inch bucket over there on the other side of the yard. We're going to head over there and get it. Abel is currently in the Bobcat. I'm going to be, as I'm digging these footings, I'm just going to dump the dirt directly in the Bobcat, and then he's going to throw it in this pile over here, being that in this pocket right here, we're just finding a lot of trash, and I don't want to mix that in with any of the clean dirt. So yes, it takes a little bit longer to do it that way, but it ends up being cleaner in the end. So this is the fun we're dealing with, huh, Mesquite?
Yep.
Is there any dirt in there? It's all concrete. So we're just finding giant chunks of concrete. So we're having to dig down. That's native right there, which is where we want to be. So we're getting through all the trash in the yard, getting down to native. But it definitely makes for an ugly looking footing when you try and keep them clean. Yeah, this stuff is just nasty to dig through, and as you can see, we lost a little bit of the hillside right there, being that there's just so many pieces of the concrete are in the footing, but like stem all the way out over there. Oh well, it's just a little bit of slow pickings, but the boys are eating lunch right now. Let's go see what everybody's eating. Mesquite, what are you eating for lunch, bro?
Huevo.
Hey, dude. We got breakfast over here? Breakfast of champions?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that chicken? No, that's
No, it's pork.
Carnitas?
Sí.
There you go. Hey, ¿qué quieres? Wow.
Yeah.
¿Quesadilla? ¿Con carne?
Yep.
Bien. Where's Poppy?
Ese día con ham.
Let's go.
Oh, Poppy went to Burger King?
Yeah.
You eat a whole loaf of bread today?
Yeah.
Man, has there been a lot of crap that we have found buried in this yard. Finally, over here, we found native, so we're good right here. And then, obviously, as the hill tapers down to where the yard used to taper down, we're just unearthing all kinds of just trash and stuff. So you can see we got to adjust our depth to make sure that we're actually getting our foundation dug into native. And over on this corner over here by where Poppy is, we're gonna end up having to take this down like 6, 7, maybe 8 feet to actually make sure we are down into native dirt. And it turns out a lot of the stuff that's buried in this yard was from Aaron, the homeowner. I guess he broke it all out and just started throwing it down his hill over the years. I mean, there's just like random bars of rebar sticking out. I don't know if that's showing up on camera right there, but really fun stuff when you're digging because it just makes your footings look like absolute crap. And I'm very OCD about my footings looking nice and tight and having straight edges, but it's just impossible when all you're pulling out is big old chunks of concrete. Well, considering all the crap that we ran into today, I think we did decently all right. The hill over there is almost completely graded, then we got to get the erosion control stuff on it. So we'll probably end up doing that tomorrow. And then pretty much from here on out, any dirt that comes out of here is going to continue to grow this pile over here. We're going to have to end up trucking it out. One of the things I want to talk about here is the controls on the Bobcat. So if you guys have ever driven a Bobcat, you know, typically you got the 2 sticks, which drive like a tank. Both sticks forward, you go forward, both sticks back, you go back. 1 stick forward, the other one back, you turn opposing ways. Well, the new Bobcats, basically what they have done is they've switched everything over to joystick controls, which is one of the things I didn't like about the other manufacturers when they jumped over to joysticks right away, was there's just some weird lag with the electronic joysticks on these tractors. So while I am grateful that the excavators have gone the way of the joysticks versus the old like 14 stick days back in the you know, my grandpappy's days, the Bobcats I'm not a fan of having that way. Oh, thank you, Mesquite. Very kind, buddy. You want to have your own YouTube channel?
No, good.
Oh, you're good?
Yeah.
So if we jump in the Bobcat here, you will see now that everything is switched to joysticks. Basically, there's 2 control patterns here, which are selected right there. Well, the camera's not going to really show it up very well, but that's how you select your control patterns. And what they do when you switch them over is currently the way we have it set. This one is fully for your driving, so forward, back, left, right. And then this one controls all your bucket functions. Now, in theory, that sounds kind of smart, but let me tell you, there's just something weird about the electronic speed sensor, whatever it may be, in these joysticks versus the old analog sticks where it was actually hydraulics, so you're basically moving the hydraulic valve back and forth. Well, number one, when you're going forward and you go to stop, there's like a weird delay. So if you're coming up on this edge of the hill over here and you want to stop, you better stop ahead of time, otherwise it still rolls for a little bit. The other one is if you are trying to go forward and left at like that angle, you really have no power. As opposed to the old Bobcats, like I said, where it was just direct hydraulic power. The electronic, for some reason, when you shift it to the side right there and you want it to kind of cut at that angle, you just basically have no power. And it's not just this machine, it's been in all the other ones I've driven that have the electronic controls like that. And the other thing is wrist fatigue, and that's a real thing because you really do have to move your wrists pretty far and pretty over to get the buckets to dump. To me, the old school method of using your feet to, let's see if we can get the camera to adjust there. One foot was the arm up and down, and the other foot was your bucket dumping. Even though it was old school technology, to me it just seemed superior. Now, one thing I will give them credit for is this one does have a throttle pedal right there, you can see, which is nice because then you don't need to leave this thing throttled up full time while you're just sitting there if you're just going to be, you know, waiting for people to fill your bucket with dirt. You know, I try to adapt well to new technology. You guys know I'm a fan of certain technologies, but some things, it's just not there yet. And I know this technology's been around for a while, but we haven't had one on a job site in a while that actually used the joysticks. Not a fan, not a fan. All right, guys, well, that concludes another day. It means we fold the mirrors out, hop back in the old OBS, and I'm hoping that we have like maybe one more day left to dig in, maybe a day and a half, depending on how much more crap that we hit. But I think we're out of the yard where all the trash got buried. I'm hoping. But we all know what assumptions mean in this game. So with that, guys, we're going to wrap up this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now so you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforitapparel.com because if there's anything you want in this life, you got to be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.